Hello everybody, welcome back to the Smalletics channel. And OMG, I just turned this camera on and this blowout might be the best one I've ever done. I got a Dyson Airwrap recently and I don't know, you guys, you tell me, was it worth the money? I think so. If you want me to do a separate video on how I've been styling it, let me know. I can do a separate like hair video, more lifestyle. Please ignore the background of this video. It's very messy in here right now, and that leads me to my next thing. This week, you guys requested a video on what I eat in a week. The thing is, this week is very, very, very busy. So it's going to be a realistic what I eat in a week. That means you're gonna see like little hacks that kind of like shortcuts that I take to still hit my goals, my macros during weeks where I just don't have the time to maybe like use my slow cooker or my pressure cooker or like find a new elaborate recipe that's gonna taste like restaurant food. Like some weeks I don't have that and I do just stick to more simple stuff that I know makes me happy and gets the job done. And I just put less pressure on myself. So everything you see in this video might not be the healthiest all the time in terms of like, no, you'll see, but it's also going to be as balanced as I can make it. It's gonna be realistic and it's gonna be a video that's real versus like, I don't know about you, but there's something about these videos that kind of irk me. Like every time I watch them, I'm like, there is no way you eat that in a week. Like every night you're cooking these elaborate meals, right? Like it's just so unrelatable. Like who does that? Who has time for that? So I really wanted to make a video that was actually a reflection of what some weeks look like, you know, because it happens. And other weeks, yeah, maybe they're like a bit fancier, a bit more planned. So with that said, I'm gonna vlog, take you guys with me. It's Tuesday today. I didn't film yesterday, but the other thing is that I pretty much eat the same types of foods every day. Even when I like innovate what I'm eating, I take the same ingredients that I like and find new ways to consume them. So you're gonna see throughout the week, it's pretty similar stuff. So I will take you through it and it'll be a little food vlog, a flog. Okay, so since I already ate breakfast, I'm just gonna show you guys what I ate. And in the spirit of being real, like I said, you guys, during busy weeks, I'm not gonna have time to like prepare every single meal. One of my favorite hacks, it's not like a big secret or anything. I feel like I talked about it on Instagram recently and a lot of people were like, oh yeah, like I do that. So no, not Dave's. I'm so used to saying Dave's Killer Bread. Lenny and Larry's Complete Cookie. So this is an amazing snack for pre and post workout meals because of the high carb content and protein. Not super high in protein, but like it's a protein cookie. So what I've been doing, what I did this morning for Tuesday morning, I had half of the cookie right before I worked out. That's like 200 and something calories, pretty solid. And then after I worked out, I got back from the gym, I ate the other half of the cookie. Now sometimes I am not hungry in the morning because I ate a bigger dinner the night before and my glycogen stores are still full, so I won't have any breakfast. I'll train fasted, but after I work out, I will have a pretty substantial PFF, protein, fats, and fibrous carbs meal, meaning high protein, you know, protein forward meal. A lot of the meals you're gonna see also during this vlog are high protein. So if you have trouble getting protein in your day, then this is gonna help. My target is around 130 grams a day, so that's what I'll be aiming for. I also have it with some almond milk, like a little cookie and milk. I, for a very long time, did not do this because I was like, oh, like sugar and cookies before noon kind of like aren't the greatest thing for setting up your blood sugar. However, the ingredients in this are pretty good. I mean, it's still processed, but if you take a look at it, you know, it's a pea protein blend, it's wheat flour. So if you're gluten-free, not the best. It does have a little bit of cane sugar, rolled oats, but generally this is not a highly processed cookie compared to other things that are on the market. So I started experimenting with it as like a post-workout meal in the mornings and found that it didn't like affect my blood sugars as much as I thought. Sometimes I'll do it lunch instead or like a snack. It's a pretty high calorie cookie, like over 400 calories. So I definitely think it's best used for around your workout time. So that's what I've had so far today. I also made a matcha, which I'll probably show you tomorrow. It was a busy morning. I just kind of went through it. I'm looking for apartments in New York. It's a journey, you guys. If you want to see a separate vlog on what it's like apartment hunting in New York City, let me know in the comments. I will definitely do that. but I'll probably keep those separate from this one. So I just got back from running a bunch of errands and I'm just chilling with little Sesame. And I just made myself my second meal of the day, which is, guys, don't judge me, it's kind of like a breakfast meal, but I eat it for lunch. That's what I've been doing. It's 1 p.m. and this is what we have. Okay, we have Dave's Killer Bagel. These are really great protein and fiber breads. I have an egg white omelet with spinach and some herb salt, and then that's butter that's on the bagel, which is healthy. And I use real butter, I use real healthy fats. I don't use like fake ones or anything like that. And then I also picked up a matcha while I was out running errands from Martha's Bakery. So this would be meal number 2. Wanna say hi, Sess? Hi. So it's about 4:45. It's a little bit late for me to be having my mid-afternoon snack, but I'm gonna have it anyways. This is something that I make every day and change the ingredients. Like, I have it in some capacity. It's a yogurt bowl and it's really easy to make yogurt PFF. So I usually use Greek yogurt, either like 0 fat or a little bit of fat, like partial. I do eyeball some things, but I do measure out the yogurt, and a great way to do that is put it on the scale, 0 it out, and then put the desired amount. I'm using 150 grams into the bowl, and it'll display the negative value. So, but that's how much you've removed. And you can add so much to this, but my favorite things to add are berries. Raspberries and blackberries are really high in fiber, and they're a good source of fibrous carbs. So I always add berries of some kind if I have them. Like, I don't always have fresh berries in my fridge, but today I happen to have some. I add a little bit of Women's Best protein, usually the vanilla whey protein, which I love. I also like to weigh out the protein powder because that's sometimes kind of hard to eyeball, and I'm gonna do about 20 grams of protein. And this is the Fit Whey protein by Women's Best. Absolutely love Women's Best. I am one of their sponsored athletes, and I've been working with them for almost a year. I use so many other products. I use their pre-workout, I use their BCAAs. Yeah, so I'm just gonna mix it in. Sometimes you might you can make a paste in another bowl first with some almond milk if you would prefer, but I'm just lazy. Like, this whole vlog is like #LazyGirl macro meals, by the way. I'll add a granola if I need some more carbs. I like the kind granola just to make things kind of yummy, crunchy. I'm all about texture. And a little bit goes a long way. Like, I'm not, you know, trying to pound the granola right now. I've already kind of gotten most of these types of sweet sugary carbs in for the day. Sometimes I sprinkle some pumpkin seeds in there for some healthy fats and some fiber. Honestly, like, you can make a million different flavors of PFF yogurt bowls, and that's why it's never been a snack that's left my like daily meals, because I just will change the granola I use or add a different protein flavor, or like change the fruit that I add, and you can just keep it exciting. So there you have it, and that right there on top, this is a prune. I just added it because it's a great source of fiber. If you're low on fiber, add like 4 prunes to your diet and it will help a lot. Yum. Tonight I'm at my sister's and her fiance, and they made this beautiful meal. Farro salad, cauliflower, a little bit of salmon, some sourdough. What's this sauce?
Roasted red pepper.
Oh, roasted red pepper sauce. And then the other thing I'm gonna have is, actually I already had it, this Women's Best shake, which they just came out with these. It's their Smart Shake line, and they also make a Smart Smoothie line. They're a great source of protein when you're in a pinch, but like I said, this is like a realistic week of what I eat, and I normally would not have 2 sources of protein supplement in a day, meaning the protein powder I added to my yogurt earlier and a shake. I would have one or the other, but just, you know, in an effort to get the protein in, I'm doing what I have to this week, so I had this on the way here. All right, friends, that is it for my Tuesday, what I ate today, except I just ate a massive cookie that I forgot to vlog because I was busy eating the cookie. So I didn't show you that, but it was a really amazing freshly baked cookie that my sister's fiance got me from a bakery nearby, and I devoured it. It was like about the size of my hand, so wouldn't normally have 2 giant cookies in a day, but like I said, realistically speaking, this is how I eat. So especially during a busy week, and I don't deprive myself of like treats and desserts and stuff if it's around. It doesn't happen every day, but happens a fair amount. So good morning. I have finished my workout. I trained glutes this morning and I did some dance cardio, and I'm just drinking my morning matcha. I also had a complete cookie as my post-workout meal, and today is another busy day. It's Wednesday, so I have a full day of work. I also am gonna head into Manhattan to get laser hair removal, which I have never done before, but I just decided this is something I've been wanting to do for a while, so I'm just gonna get it done. We'll report back on how that goes. I know it's gonna take like a few sessions, but I'm just ready for it. And then I'm coming back, have more work, lots of busy things going on at Smalletics that I will share in time. We are working on rebranding everything, so like in the next, I don't know, few months, maybe longer, we will have a completely new look and feel that's really representative of our community, of us, you guys, and potentially a new company name, which I would make a whole separate video about, and new logo, new everything. So that's been in the works, and it's really fun. It's really fun, creative work to do that. Curious to hear what you guys think about the name Smalletics. The reason why we are thinking of changing it, and I'm gonna talk way more about this in another video or on Instagram, is because when you search in the word small on Instagram, it actually gives you like this crazy censored message. It's like the term that you're searching for, it's associated with a warning, and they have like a hotline number. And that's no good, right? I don't want our name to be associated with anything like that. But also the word small, I feel like it's kind of doesn't really represent everything and the range of bodies that we have in our community, or the essence. I still like the name. I know that a lot of you guys love it, but it may change to be different. So stay tuned for that, and let me know what you think of the word Smalletics. Does it resonate with you? Is it something you absolutely love, or would you be open to seeing some new changes and name ideas? So yeah, I'm going to be eating a lot of the same foods I did yesterday. I'm gonna have that protein cookie. I mean, I had it. And then I'm gonna have the same lunch that I had yesterday, the eggs and bagel. Made my breakfast meal, same as yesterday, or my lunch. Got the omelet to flip perfectly this morning though, which made me happy, or I should say afternoon. It's noon, I'm having my Dave's Killer bread bagel, butter, spinach, egg white omelet. Looking good, smelling good. All right, it is snack time. It's 4:21, and sadly I did run out of yogurt, so it's kind of a smaller portion than I normally would have, but I will just have a bigger dinner to kind of make up for that. Okay, so I've just kind of finished work for the day. I sometimes work at night, so I might go back to it, but it's 6:20, I'm gonna cook dinner, and I'm cooking one of my favorite recipes ever. I've basically been making this for like a year now. It's called turkey taco soup. I got it from some recipe book, but I don't know what, and it's very easy, it's very delicious, flavorful, high protein, veggies, all the good stuff. So I'm cooking with some ground turkey here. You can use a really lean one or one with a little more fat, depending on what you like. And I'm gonna brown it and then add this Siete taco seasoning in mild. It's delicious. I love it, and it makes this turkey taco soup really taste taco-y. And then I have cut up some zucchini here, beautiful yellow. There's corn that you need, that's 1 can of corn, and a can of roasted diced tomatoes. You also need, fire roasted, that's important. You also need chicken broth. And for toppings, you are going to need some Greek yogurt and some cheese of your choice. And I'm getting a phone call, hold on. Okay, so this is browned now. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add the zucchini in. I will do it with 2 hands. This is not very efficient, but you basically just wanna add the zucchini in. I guess I won't be doing it with 2 hands, but, and just get it to kind of soften up a bit and like cook a little bit before you add all the liquids. Kind of just like brings out the flavors. It also like gets all the spices onto the zucchini. So friendly reminder, you have food in the fridge that you could probably cook something up. And this is not, I'm not a good chef. I think people think they need to be good at cooking, or else they won't enjoy their food, and then it won't taste like restaurant food, and then they won't want to eat it. And honestly, it's a skill like any other thing, right? And once you get started, you're gonna learn that not only do you not have to be a good chef, but that often cooking really simple foods with few ingredients and just really good spices and cooking like it the right way, that can taste like restaurant food. Like simple food is freaking delicious. It doesn't have to be like crazy chefed up. And also your palate is gonna adjust to the taste of home cooked meals versus restaurant food all the time. So just give it a try, you know, like cook a few dinners per week and start working on that skill. All right, I'm gonna let this sit for like 5 minutes. Okay, so I added the corn, the fire roasted tomatoes, and the chicken broth, and I'm gonna bring it to a boil, and then I'm going to let it simmer. So I'm just gonna leave it here. Sometimes I let it simmer for like 20 minutes, and you'll see it starts to like, I don't know, it just starts to look really good. And one thing I love about this is you can just literally put it in a Tupperware and eat it every night for dinner, and it always tastes good. That's what I do, so I don't have to cook every night during busy weeks, right? This is my busy week hack. Like I'm about to eat this for the next 5 days, but it's delicious and I enjoy it. I know some people don't like doing that, but I've gotten used to doing that. If I'm busy, sometimes I just need to cook and eat simply. All right, here it is, the finished soup. I'm gonna make myself a bowl. And then I'm just gonna add some cheese, and normally I add Greek yogurt as a substitute to sour cream, but I ran out earlier, as you guys know. So I'm adding some cheese, about like 14 grams-ish, and it's just gonna melt. But yeah, I highly recommend doing the non-fat Greek yogurt as a substitute. And then I'm just gonna let this kind of melt. And that will be, there we go. Oh my goodness, guys, it's almost 10:30, and I just spent the last, I don't know, 4 hours like deep cleaning my apartment. I am so tired now. I was supposed to make the second half of my dinner, but I have this thing, I don't know if this happens to you guys, like I have like a window for dinner, and if I miss it, I'm not really hungry. So, I mean, I ate dinner, but I was supposed to make myself a smoothie bowl, and now I'm not really hungry. Sometimes I will eat in this situation, and other times I don't. And I'm very tired and not hungry, so I think I'm just going to not have that meal. Otherwise, it wasn't really a meal, it was like a snack, like a dessert, like a healthy dessert. I'm gonna have it tomorrow, so you guys will get to see it. But yeah, overall, if you're wondering, I'm eating probably around 1,600 calories a day right now. I'm in a maintenance, maintaining a weight of about 113 pounds, which for me is on the lower end, historically speaking. So there's been times in my life where I've had a lot more calories in a day. If you followed me for a while, I've eaten 2,000. There's been times where I've eaten less. So 1,600 is about where I am now. It's good for where I'm at, but you have to understand my calories are not going to work for you. It really depends where you're starting off. We'll talk more about that tomorrow, but let's take a look at this apartment because I'm really proud, and I think you guys will be proud of me. I deep cleaned, y'all, and don't mind the cabinets. I just got it done, and it feels so good. You know that feeling? You know that feeling, Sesame? Yeah. Everything is nice and clean, fresh sheets. I did all the laundry, all the linens. And yeah, I just needed that. That's my teddy bear, but don't laugh. I don't normally have him out. I just took him out of the closet, but don't make fun of me. Okay, I'm going to bed now. Bye-bye, good night, Sus. Good night.
Like a crush.
Hello. So I've had a late start to the day. I slept in, which is something I don't really do until about 8, but it is my non-training day. So usually on non-training days, I know I'm in workout clothes, I'll explain, but on non-training days, I don't lift weights, but I do some kind of movement. Like I'll go for a long walk so that I'm not sitting all day. I'll do really low intensity exercise, or I'll do like some dance cardio that's not a HIIT workout. And since I'm literally sitting all day today, I did a 305 fitness dance class. Something I've just been enjoying lately. Like it's just a fun way to let loose and like get in your body. You saw my breakfast earlier. I'm gonna make my eggs and a matcha, and then I have work all afternoon, and then tonight I have a little get together with some friends. I'll probably eat before and after, but I'm eating like the same stuff as yesterday, plus that smoothie bowl I didn't have last night. Other things on the agenda today, I'm probably maybe gonna do a fake tan. It takes me like 3 minutes. You guys saw my most recent video, I showed you my fake tan routine because I'm looking very pasty. So yeah, that's on the agenda today, and I'm gonna go ahead and cook my lunch-ish, breakfast-ish meal. And I also wanted to mention, today I'm having 1 piece of toast because on my non-lifting weights day, I carb cycle, and that means I just eat slightly fewer carbs. Like it's like 20 grams fewer carbs, not a lot. Just means like 1 less piece of toast or only half a bagel or something. And that's why I'm doing that. That's a Dave's Killer bread, thinly sliced. Good seed bread, really great source of fiber and protein. So I'm gonna eat this now. I was still hungry, so I just ate a bunch of raspberries, like almost this whole thing. Again, love berries because they are very high in fiber, so they keep you full, and they're not very caloric, so it's kind of like you can just eat a bunch of them. I am gonna make a matcha now. I think I'm gonna make an iced one with my new milk frother, which my neighbor Kristen got me. The cool thing about this is the, let me see, what's it called? It's an espresso tumbler or milk frother. The cool thing about it is it can froth cold milk. Who ever heard of that? Okay, put the lid on and then you hit double tap it. That worked? No, sorry, you long press. There we go. It turns blue instead of red. That's how you know it's gonna be chilly, and it takes 60 seconds. And it looks pretty frothy. Pour the milk in first. It's a little frothy, not extreme. And then we'll do the matcha. Also, this this jar is too large, but I only have one that's too small. I don't have one that's just right, you know? Goldilocks matcha cups. We got our pink straw in here. And then I am gonna add some monk fruit sweetener again, just to give it a little bit of sweetness. Monk fruit is great. Cheers. Okay, I'm still out of yogurt, so I'm gonna make a smoothie bowl instead for my afternoon snack. And I'm gonna start with spinach. Adding a couple peaches, roughly 30, well, that was 60 grams, so. And a few mangoes. Now I'm gonna add some of the Women's Best protein. This is the Fit Whey protein from Women's Best in cookies and cream. I also like their chocolate and vanilla. All good options. I'm gonna add about 20 grams. That's 16. Okay. Now I am missing some ingredients. I'm missing my mint leaves, which make this taste way, way better, like delicious. Pretty much what I'm missing. But sometimes I add different things. I don't know, spice it up. MCT oil if I need fats or whatever. Okay, I'm gonna blend this up. This is just a super small blender. Well, I really messed this up, you guys. Like, grand mess up here. This blade, I have to like pour all the ingredients out. So that was graceful. Now we're gonna blend it. I also, like, pro tip, I learned this from my friend Lainey, who she is Life Is But a Dish on Instagram. She taught me to always clean as you go. So just like put dishes away as you go, and it really helps minimize the cleanup. Okay. Should be good. We're gonna take a look at toppings in a second. I have some good toppings prepared for this. Oh, I just love the consistency of this. It's like thick. And also with the frozen foods. You can see it like creates such a voluminous bowl, even though, you know, it's not like it looks like I added less to the actual thing. Okay, for toppings, piece of JoJo's chocolate. By the way, you guys can use my code. JoJo's is my favorite chocolate of all time. Let me just look up my discount code with them. They're just a really low, like not a lot of ingredients. They're just like a healthy chocolate, and I love chocolate. Who doesn't like chocolate? So you guys can use my code. It is Smalletics10 for a 10% discount. And I'll leave my link in the description as well if you want to support me. My favorite chocolate. So I'm gonna chop this up. I find that the best smoothie bowls they have like that crunch and that texture. So I also sometimes add cacao nibs too. That's a superfood. It's very yummy. Chocolate has a good crunch too. I'll do some kind of chocolate. This is what I'm vibing right now. And then I'm gonna also get some pumpkin seeds. Pumpkin seeds are a great source of fiber and fat. Not a significant source, like they're not gonna, you know, they're small, but really good fiber. I'm gonna do like 6 grams. That's 6 grams, perfect. And here she is. Sometimes I also add Greek yogurt, or you can add an egg, like give it a fluff. But yeah, it's super fluffy, creamy, delicious, sweet, and a great source of fiber, protein, fats. So I'm gonna eat this now. Okay, here's what I have on for this event I'm going to tonight. It's a casual event. Also, I did the 1 hour express tan with Bondi Sands, and I've never used that one before. The one I normally use is the Aero Liquid Gold, or I use their just like regular 6 hour one, and it did absolutely nothing. Like I wore it for, they say wear it for 1 hour. I actually had it on for 2.5 hours, and I rinsed it off, and there's basically no difference. So I'm gonna have to redo it, but do it with the normal like 6 hour one that I normally use. So I'm still pretty pasty, especially my little legs. But yeah, I'm thinking of wearing this. I just need to style it with like a sweater or a jacket or something. This is a dress from Joa Brown, I believe, and it's just like a nice long summer dress. Boots from Topshop, and about dinner. So I'll show you guys when they come in. Thank you. Have a good one. Okay, so this is my favorite salad ever. I did order it from Calexico, which is a Mexican restaurant. It's like chicken, avocado, lettuce, there's a dressing, radish, cucumber, tomato, corn, and some other goodies, and it's delicious. Although I don't really have time to eat it right now, but maybe I'll have a few bites before I leave. But yeah, I just was craving this, and I log it in my macro app as best I can. I use my macros. Fits my macros, especially on a low carb day, because it's a salad, has good protein, good fats with the avocado, good fiber with the avocado, and sesame seeds as well for fats. So I'm gonna try this in a minute. Okay, so I'm thinking jean jacket. Should probably just like put the camera down for this. Potentially a jean jacket, or I could also, yeah, this looks okay. I could also wear a sweater with it. I like wearing like cropped things with dresses like this. Maybe I'll wear a sweater, I don't know. Something like this will be what I wear tonight. Okay, I am gonna have a few bites before I leave for this thing. This looks so good. And you know, when I eat out, you guys, like I eat foods that I know will make me feel good still, like that are still PFF and whatnot. I prioritize protein. I just eat a PFF meal, unless, you know, I want a burger, in which case I will plan for that in my macros. I will just put a burger in there. So I really try not to restrict and just plan better, because if you plan better, then you can have your cake and eat it too. That's really what it comes down to. I'm so excited for this. These are like good big chunks of chicken. Oh my God, that's so good. I'm gonna eat half of it now, because there's nothing worse than like going to an event and showing up and then realizing you're hangry, or going to an event, eating all this stuff you don't want to eat because you're hungry, but it's sitting there and you're like, are socially awkward. So you're like, I'm just gonna occupy myself with this food. I'm just kidding, but not really. it's so much easier to eat food when you're around people because you're thinking about people. You're not thinking about like, am I actually hungry? Like, do I need this right now? Is this a good choice? Like, is this gonna make me feel good in a few hours? You're just like, everybody else is eating, so I might eat as well too. It's just what we do. So after this, I still have like 30 grams of protein that I should get in for the day. I haven't decided how I'm gonna get that yet. Normally I tell you guys like plan your macros in advance so you don't get left with 30 grams of protein at the end of the day. But I did plan my day. I just then didn't follow it as well as I normally do, meaning I ordered the salad. So what happens? I've been tracking my macros now for so many years. It's really not a big deal for me to make last minute decisions or like swap things when I'm craving certain things. So I'll just like take a look when I get home. Probably just keep it simple and have like a protein shake or I don't know, yeah, but something. All right, I'm gonna stop chewing in your face and I'll be back in a minute. I just got back from the little meeting and I ate the rest of the salad in case you were concerned. Ate it all, pretty much all of it. It was so fun. It was like this little meetup at Marlin's Vintage in Williamsburg, Brooklyn, where I live, and it was a bunch of women and we just kind of talked about life and vintage. It was really fun. And immediately got in my PJs when I got back. I don't know who else does that, but I'm never wearing like real clothes in my house. And then obviously I'm missing 30 grams of protein for my day. I'm just pulling up my macros right now. So, I mean, I've had worse. What I do when I am missing macros, if I can, I will eat it. Or if I'm not in the mood for that protein, sesame. He's being so loud. I will, and then the butt in the face. Oh, I will, oh, he's gonna bite me. He's going through a little nipping phase. Like, I don't know if any of your cats do that. Any cat moms, let me know in the comments if your 1-year-old cat went through like a little nippy. He doesn't bite hard, it just says like a, Okay, so anyway, sidetrack. On days when I don't hit one of the macro goals, I just try to go isocaloric, which means you go for at the end of the day, oh my God. Overall, the goal is not to go over in calories because calories do matter at the end of the day. We can't ignore them. Macros are important, right? The nutritional breakdown of your food is super important for your body composition. But also calories are playing a role too. So if you're going over on a daily basis and you're not doing it strategically, like reverse dieting or something, you know, it's gonna be harder to reach your goals. You might gain weight. It kind of depends on a lot of factors. But for me, I'm like, okay, so I'm really close to my goal. I'm like maybe 100 calories off. Do I wanna eat 30 grams of protein right now? Like, not really. I know it won't affect things in the long run. I did pretty good this week, so I'm just gonna have, you know, a few more carbs, which I did. I had a bunch of prunes. I think I had like four or 5 prunes. That's isocaloric because I hit my calorie goal and like 90% of my macro goal. So I ate the remaining calories I had in something that I wanted to enjoy versus like something I wouldn't enjoy. Obviously this is like a realistic week of eating. So during a week where I was more planned, I would probably have some kind of protein already prepared, or I would have distributed it better throughout the day. But the whole point of this video is also to show you that you don't have to be perfect. Like never in my life have I hit my macros absolutely 100% perfection. For an extended period of time. It's really not about that. You just need to be aware of what's missing from your diet and work to get more of it and then stay consistent with that. So I'm always like 80%. I'm 80% there, and that's what I need from, you know, to lose fat, to maintain that fat loss and continue to build muscle. Some days I'm more like, or weeks I'm more like, I don't know why I'm bending over like this. It's so uncomfortable. Some days, you know, I'm more like 90%, and that's great. And then some weeks I'm, you know, like this week, like an 80% or even a 70, and nothing happens. Like the world doesn't end. I still reach my goals and it's fine. I don't gain weight. You just gotta, you know, do your best. So that's my little rant on that. Good morning. I just rolled out of bed. It is 7 a.m. I'm just gonna take my probiotic, and then I'm going to the gym. I'm training legs this morning. I'm not eating anything right now. I did yesterday and the day before, oddly enough. I just was hungry. Hold on, I'm just gonna take this. Okay, so I don't like swallowing pills, so I just take the probiotic like out of the pill and swallow it. It's just like a powder. Yeah, so I didn't eat. I did eat yesterday morning a little bit before I worked out, but I'm not hungry right now at all. I'll just eat the whole protein cookie as my post-workout meal when I get back from the gym. So I'm gonna go train legs now. Bye. So it is now Friday at 7 p.m. and I clearly did not vlog today, but I'm still gonna tell you everything I ate because it's, guess what, the same as what I've eaten throughout the week. So here's what I ate. I had for breakfast a complete cookie, Lenny and Larry's. I had peanut butter chocolate chip. It was quite good. For the next meal I had my egg and spinach omelet and Dave's Killer Bagel. Yum yum. Then I had, what did I have next? I had some raspberries. I had 2 matchas today at some point with almond milk. I had smoothie bowl was the next thing I had, which you saw yesterday. I had the same toppings. I had my turkey taco soup. And lastly, I did order the same salad I ordered last night with the chicken, and I added chips and salsa because today was a full carb day. So I had all the breads. I had the tortilla chips, I had the bagel, I had the cookie, and guess what? It's all okay. It's actually quite good. You need all of the carbs on your training days, so that's what I did. So what happened today was I last minute, the broker I'm working with had listings she wanted to show me, and so I was like running in and out of my house, just like eating meals really fast, and then I also had a full work day, so I just you know, didn't vlog. Guilty as charged. But you guys have seen now the full week of realistic week, what I eat in a week. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you guys can relate to it. And if you have any questions at all, let me know in the comment section. Please give this video a thumbs up. I know it wasn't a perfect video, but I made a promise to myself when I started my YouTube channel years ago that no matter how busy my weeks got, I would not make an excuse to not film something for you guys if it wasn't gonna be perfect. Like, I'll just upload something because it could help you. It could help you learn about your fitness, nutrition, or it could help you feel good in your body as a petite, and that's all I want at the end of the day. So in light of that, please subscribe to my channel for more content tailored to petite women, and I will see you guys next week.